people are what?
I don't know. You're like, well, people are...
I don't think I said that, but whatever. We just got home from being out tearing up
1:45.
Siloam Springs, 1:45. My mom, you have to understand, my mom is a very, I just want to stay home and garden and maybe watch a little Northern Exposure and go to bed and read at 9:30 or, no, not even 9:30, 8:30.
She's up later sometimes.
Sometimes. But she's very laid back. She's got, like, you know, one local friend, maybe two. And doesn't ever go out and doesn't really ever do anything. And very homebody and tame. And
I get to go to work at 3. Oh. I realize as I'm setting my alarm.
So, we talked her into going out with us. We asked her weeks and weeks and weeks ago to go out with us to see the Dempseys and have a little dinner and all that stuff. And then we asked our friend Pam. Pam was her friend first, and then we kind of adopted her as our friend as well. And, yeah, because Pam's like between my age and my mom's age. I've explained this before. And Pam, she's in her 50s, but you wouldn't know it. She's like really, really pretty and young looking and real hip and fun and everything. And likes to talk about very naughty sex stuff a lot. And she shocks Justin, and we get a lot of laughs.
Pam doesn't really shock me. It's your mom that follows through. That's what does.
So we got them in the back seat there, and you know, drove to the place and went for dinner. And we had figured we could eat dinner really cheaply, really for 4 people, because I had a coupon of buy one get one free at the buffet, and we counted on it, you know, being like $12 a head for 3 people, because it's going to be free for me, because that's what it always is for dinner buffet. You get there, and she rang it all up, and it was $60-something. We nearly crapped, and we're like, why? She says, oh, because it's a seafood buffet tonight, so it's more expensive.
I'm and like, I don't want seafood.
It took every single dollar bill that we had on us between the two of us to pay for it. Ridiculous. And then the seafood ended up to not be anything special at all. It was like the same crap you could get at a Chinese buffet, you know, like crab legs and shrimp done several different ways. It really wasn't that special, and it certainly wasn't worth, you know, $20 a head. It was
they
shocking.
Ate a lot of everything.
But the ladies just pigged out. And Pam, when we're anywhere where crab legs are, she loves them, and she will go to town on the crab legs. It's cute because she's kind of a thin woman, and to see her eating like that, it's wonderful. And she ended up with like crab in her hair, and because she didn't know there's going to be crab, she would have put her hair back. But crab in her long blonde hair and crab up to her elbows. It's hilarious. And my mom is a very light eater. Very delicate, kind of picky, very light eater, very ladylike, bird-like, whatever. And she just ate and ate and ate. And when it came time for dessert, and also she rarely eats dessert. When she does, it's just like a little tiny bit of something. Oh, that feels so good. And he just got his first wife beater today. He's very happy. And she came back with like 2 plates. She came back with, they have a chocolate fountain. And so she dipped fruit in the chocolate fountain, and she got a piece of cake, a piece of pie. I don't know what all she came back with.
She came back with a lot of dessert, like 2 plates of dessert.
Like a fat man. She just never does that. And she ate everything. She was having such a good time. And she ended up, Justin leaned over to me, Falcon, whoever he is, leaned over me, and he's like, you know, she's having a good time because she's got chocolate all over her face. And I looked, she had like chocolate on the end of her nose. She had a little thin, like a John Waters chocolate mustache. It was so funny. And we were trying not to let her know because we were having such a good time looking and getting a kick out of it. And he actually took a picture. I don't know if I'll post it or not. No. She'd probably be upset, but it's a real cute picture of her smiling. She didn't know she had chocolate all over. So cute. Got to send it to my sister. Did you send it to Lori?
I sent it to Lori.
All right. Did she ever say anything back?
No.
Oh, did you explain what it was?
No.
Explanation is probably needed.
Well, it was a hard enough time sending.
I know, that's okay. I'll tell her later. I'll call her or something.
I'm moving all the stuff off the bed. I'm laying down.
All right, that's fine. I'll join you soon.
Yeah.
But
and you're on the computer for another 3 hours.
Oh, shush you. And so it was funny just watching Mom pig out like that. It was great because she was so happy. Her and her friend Pam were they were laughing and carrying on. And the band was getting on stage. They're still eating. The band was playing. They're still eating. I was like, oh, I was wanting so bad to get over there and watch the band. I wanted to get there a little bit early, actually, because I wanted us to get a good seat. And when we finally got, when those two finally had their fill of everything, I thought it would never end. We got over there, and every table and every booth was full, so we had to kind of stand. And at some point, this pretty young woman was sitting at a table, and people with her left, and she's sitting there like at a table for 8 by herself, and she motioned us over, and she's like, y'all can sit with us if you want. And I recognized her. I think I met her and used to pal around with her there at the casino like 6 years ago. But that's a whole other story. And it was neat. She's also a BBW. She's a big girl, and she was dressed awesome. She was like in some kind of Indian, like sari type orange outfit, big orange flower in her hair, and this beautiful saffron yellow little shawl, and the pants under the sari. I don't know. She was just dressed to the nines. Was telling me all about where she got it. She tapped me on the shoulder. She's like, I really like your style. She told me that 2 or 3 times, and kept asking me, do you go to school here? Or, where do you live? And all this stuff. She was real nice. I appreciated her sharing her table with us. We didn't have to stand. The band kicked the booty. They were so good, as usual. And Mom and Pam enjoyed it. Justin enjoyed it. He has never been to a rockabilly show. And he was jamming out and grinning. He knew I was enjoying it with it. I think that made him enjoy it, too. And it was great watching my mom and Pam getting all excited and kind of, doing a little white girl rock out in their chairs. And Mom mostly sat there kind of still, like tapping a foot. She's not much one to really get crazy. Pam, on the other hand, performs. She sings and stuff, and she'll get up and dance, so she's not quite so reserved. And then the band had to take a break, and we thought for sure that Mom would want to go home because it was around midnight. We thought she'd want to go on. But she's like, well, we may as well stay a little bit longer. I sat her down at a slot machine. First time in her life. She's 63. First time in her life she'd ever used a slot machine. And we showed her how, and she won a little, then lost it all. It was okay. It was just a couple of bucks. And then we went back when it was about time for the band to play, and we actually found a booth, and we got up in one of the big black velvet booths. And she ordered a wine cooler. And she was the only one there drinking alcohol amongst the 4 of us. And she was really twisting out to some of the songs, booth dancing, of course, and singing and hooting. Then she started hooting, because when I go to rockabilly shows, I don't really dance much. I'll kind of, dance in my chair or whatever, but I'll hoot and holler. My throat hurts right now because I'll woo, scream at the band and stuff like that. That's my thing. And and then after a while, she started doing it too, and she was tickling me no end. And having her drink, and Falcon asked her to dance, and she's like, oh, maybe when I finish my wine cooler. And then she never quite finished it, so it was her excuse to not get up and actually dance. She totally should have, though. And then what else was the wacky thing she did? I don't know, she was just really getting into the music. Then at some point, all of a sudden, she and Pam both just deflated, both kind of slumped in their little spots, and we're obviously very tired, so we had to leave before the show was quite over. We're playing again tomorrow night. I may or may not get back over there to watch them again. If I do, it'll probably be the last half of the show again, but that's all right. There's some bit that they do that involves a trumpet and fire, and we were very curious what it was going to be like, but they said they couldn't do it because the casino, I'm always belching when I get on videos. What the hell? I'm sorry. The casino said they couldn't. It's against the regulations or something. So there was no flaming trumpet involved. You can probably look around on YouTube and find some videos of them and the flaming trumpet. But they were great. And everybody had a kicking time. Excuse me, there I go again. Yeah, everybody had a really good time. And it was weird. My mom kind of danced. She drank. She gambled. She had chocolate all over her face and pigged out. It was very weird, very unlike her, but I'm happy. We're so happy she did it because it was a little out of her normal character to do so, and she had such a good time. And we laughed all the way home, joking and laughing about ridiculous off-color things. It was great. So, yay, success. We thought for sure she would like flake out at the last minute and be like, I don't think I want to go after all. It's too late. I'm tired already. But she didn't. She stuck it out and she went. And I'm so proud of her. And I got to call my sister and tell her she might still be up. Maybe it's like midnight where she lives. I'll call her and see.
Dancing with the sausage.
So anyway, that's my update. Bye, guys. Oh.